Hello and welcome to episode 5 in the series. For this episode I'll be reviewing a car that helped deliver a record to a well-known driver in the category. The model I'm reviewing for this episode is the TeamVortex Holden VF Commodore car number 888, which was driven in the 2016 season by high-profile driver Craig Lowndes. At the first event of the season, the Clipsal 500 in Adelaide, Lowndes broke the record for the most round starts when he clocked up round number 251. It was yet another accolade for Lowndes, who also became the first driver to reach 100 race wins in 2015, added a 6th Bathurst title that same year, as well as winning championship titles in 1996, 1998 and 1999. As always, I will now provide some prototype history. The car, with the chassis number 888041, was brand new for the 2016 season, a year which saw much change for the parent team 888 Race Engineering. The team had signed Kiwi Shane van Gisbergen to drive the second Red Bull Racing Commodore alongside Jamie Whincup. This would have left Lowndes out in the cold, but team boss Roland Dane decided that if Lowndes still wanted a full-time drive, he would expand to a 3-car operation for the first time in the team's history. Lowndes would not race in a Red Bull branded car, however, but rather in a car with separate main sponsorship in the form of Caltech's Vortex. It was the first time the Vortex brand had been a major sponsor on a V8 Supercar since Russell Ingall's 2007 Stone Brothers Racing No. 9 Falcon. Somewhat ironically, Lowndes was also taking Ingall's mantle, as Ingall held the record with 250 round starts. Lowndes did not pick up a win at Clipsal, but this did not matter to his fans. The fact he added yet another accolade in the form of most round starts ever for a V8 Supercar driver was just as good. Now to the model. This is from the Classic Carlectables range, who, at the time of the review, are the only licensed producer of Red Bull 888 Race Engineering models in this scale. The model comes in the standard cardboard box with a clear plastic section revealing the model. The back of the packaging contains a short background on the achievement, together with a picture of Lowndes at a local beach in Adelaide, with the number 251 in the form of a sand sculpture. The model is encased in a flexible plastic clamshell style cradle, which makes removal quite easy. There is also a small certificate to indicate that the model is part of a limited edition run of 1500 pieces. For the record, the one I purchased is number 374 of 1500. The model is a fair representation of the car as it appeared during the 2016 Clipsal 500 event. Classics have done a fair job recreating the car, although there are a couple of faults I will deal with later. All the sponsor logos are on the car, including the Red Bull logos on the front splitter, as 888 wanted the car to still have links to its core Red Bull cars, while not spoiling the Vortex theme. It has the correct Clipsal event logos on the doors, and the wheels are the correct profile. The shade of ocean green appears to be correct, although I have not viewed the model in natural sunlight to compare with the prototype. I was rather hoping for this to be an excellent model, but unfortunately there are a few issues. The blacked out windows is a problem, but that has become the accepted standard by Classics in this scale, but it is still a backward step. The lack of a hamburger cam on the roof is another omission that does stand out when compared to the prototype. The next fault might be confined to my particular model alone. Some of the decals are not correctly placed or appear to have gaps in them, such as the striping above the sill on the driver's side just in front of the rear wheel. The decal on the rear of the boot is also crooked. The fuel filler is also a cheap looking decal simply stuck over the location where it should be. Now you could argue that I should just exchange what I have for another model. Problem is, these are limited production models and there are no guarantees I'll get a replacement that does not have the same or worse problems. I have made a point of letting my local retailer of such models know about the problems in the hope that the models are checked and faulty ones returned. With all that out of the way, it is time to rate this model. It should have been a 7 or 8, but with the issues I found, the best I could give it was a 6 out of 10. It is not the worst model I have purchased, but it is certainly not the best either. To put it simply, if the likes of Bianchi had made this exact model, I would have bought theirs. Over the years I have enjoyed the high quality of classic products, but that quality has taken a few backward steps, since the last fully detailed models came out in 2013. Anyway, that concludes episode 5 in the series. Let me know what you thought of it. Episode 6 will be looking at another car in a retro livery. In one word, anniversary. See you next time.